Post-workout video, yeah! What are we gonna talk about today? I don't even know. Today is a Monday morning, following Christmas. We had a snowstorm last night. I have shoveling to do. Yay! I was up early. My thermostat is whack. I'm looking forward to that being replaced. I'm also looking forward to insulation eventually being put in the walls, because that's not helping my whacked out thermostat at all. So even when we replace it, I'm gonna have a thermostat that's getting confused because it's gonna sense a lot of cold air and it's gonna feed our rooms with hot air, and it makes it really difficult to sleep because it keeps fluctuating, and it keeps also turning, and since it's whack, it keeps turning itself off and then back on again, so it'll get like really cold, but then it'll like reset itself either to 62 or like 74, which 74 is way too warm, especially since the thermostat thinks it's colder in the house because it's right next to where there's no insulation. Anyways, so I was up early, didn't get that much sleep, but I got my breakfast in and I got some good like meditation and personal development reading in and some peace and quiet. Did my cardio, so that's week 11 done, minus the mobility and stabilities for phase 3. I'll be honest, haven't done them yet. I will, just because I like the stretches and I want to be able to say that I've done every single workout. Otherwise, how do I give my full opinion? And so we've got week 12 and week 13 left. So 10 more, hold on. Yeah, 10 more active workouts, and then there's the 2 active stretches, so 10, 6, 16 total. Anyways, and the new year is starting. I was going to go to my niece's yesterday for a little bit extra Christmas, but she wasn't feeling well. I did not work yesterday, but I took advantage of that time to start getting situated. I have stuff that's been piling up and that needed to be sorted through, things that need to be worked on. My desk was all unorganized, not prepared for the events that are coming up. So I got my desk area rearranged. I still have a box of things to sort through, but I eventually was like, okay, you've done plenty today, time to cut it off. I need to eat and stuff. But that was a bonus thing that I was able to do that. I was sad that I wasn't able to go and, spend time with, the family and exchange gifts and stuff. But we did have a snowstorm last night. So I see that, probably if anything, it would have been an extremely uncomfortable drive home. But it could have been, we could have ended up in a ditch, there could have been an accident of some sort. So it's good that that was avoided. And who knows if that was actually a good or bad thing. If anything would have happened, we won't know, and that's fine. But I did enjoy that, and I got some extra movies put on my watch list on Amazon. So that is what we're talking about. Not watch lists on Amazon, but not taking the time to just like label all the things good or bad, because when we do that, we get a little bit more, or a lot of bit more, narrowed in our vision of things. As soon as we slap that label on there, a lot of possibilities get immediately just diminish. It's like they evaporate because we've said, nope, that's not a thing anymore because we've decided this. And a lot of the times we think things are, it's just how we've grown up. It's part of nature, because we, back in the day, if there was worries of bears eating us and stuff, we needed to be able to be like, that's good, that's bad, in order to stay alive and to continue on with the species. But nowadays, we apply good or bad to like everything, and our old primitive brains are still thinking that like we could die, or we're safe. Like those are the things it looks at. Like, are we in danger or are we safe? And actually that was in part of my reading today. It's really important to take control of that and be aware that, oh, I'm labeling this as good or bad. And if we're feeling, and our feelings are great, and I've learned this in cognitive behavioral therapy training, our feelings are amazing indicators of what's actually going on. And sometimes we don't even know what our feelings really are, but our bodies are going to tell us. I know I've had classic times of avoiding things. I avoid it so much that my body actually fights back because it's saying, well, woman, you need to calm the fuck down. I mean, I've literally had going to the doctor because I thought like that there was something severely wrong with me, and having the doctor actually tell me that you need to stop stressing. And it's like, what? That's a great indicator that our thought processes are not helping us, and in fact they're actually creating a lot of discord and anxiety in our lives. So when we either are noticing that there's just unexplainable physical issues going on, or we're having a lot of negative feelings about things, or just feeling down, it's a great indicator that we may be looking at a situation or situations, or ourselves or others, all of the above. We may be looking at those and thinking a lot of negative thoughts. And a great exercise that I was just learning in my reading this morning was to ask, what are 3 gifts or opportunities in this situation that could occur? Just spitball them. Like, what are 3 things that could come from this that are great? It could be something that's immediate, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be years down the road, but just get creative. And what that does is it helps you create like a pause and a break between the negative processes that are going on, because those are spirals and we go down that rabbit hole and then we just keep going, and it's just not a fun trip, right? But you can actually turn that into an upward spiral by stopping and asking that question. And even if and trust me, it's not like, oh, I'll just ask myself come up with these 3 things, and all of a sudden life is butterflies and unicorns and rainbows, and there's music singing all the time, and it's great. I'm not going to promise that. And also, it takes a hell of a lot of practice. But just like with anything else, being able to take the time to analyze how that feels. Like, how did I feel after that? Like, was I able to be more open to thinking of other ideas, or come up with a solution that would actually be more beneficial to myself or others? That is one thing that has helped me, just with something as simple as getting healthier with my eating. I have noticed with certain things, or quitting smoking, when I would have something that was not healthy for me, and then I would have like the unhealthy feelings following, say sick stomach, or like I smell like cigarette smoke, whatever it is, I would make sure to pay attention to that, because that helped me make better decisions down the road. Instead of feeling like I was missing out on something by saying no, I realized that I'm gaining something because I'm saying yes to my own health and not feeling like shit afterwards. And we can do the same thing with our thoughts, because instead of beating ourselves up or alienating ourselves or making other people feel bad and then we feel bad in turn, we actually can feel better and more decisive about what to do to help out a situation, as well as that just is an environment that other people like to be around. Just think about it. Like, whenever you're around like somebody that's positive, and I'm not talking like the extremely, there's actually, I don't even really mind the extremely annoyingly positive people anymore, but they used to bother me. But just when you're around somebody that's just good-natured and not being spiteful and all those negative things, you tend to like to be around them, right? And when you're around these people, it's like a emotional air freshener, I'm doing great today. All right, we've been talking for 10 minutes now. I've been blah 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 for like 10 minutes now, but I just wanted to share that little thought. Thank you for dealing with me just drolling on and on. The bottom line is there's different mindsets, and I used to always pride myself on being a problem solver. And the thing is what that label is, we're focusing on just problems. And I now have switched gears into being a solution seeker instead of being like, this is a problem and it sucks and how can we avoid it or fix it. Instead, it's what are solutions and things that I want to have in my life, and how do we make those things happen? What's possible? Who do we need to talk to? What do we need to do? See, there's a little bit of a different mind shift, and it feels a lot better. It just feels better. Give it a whirl. Let me know. What do you think? Toodles.